In the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw is Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Chiefs 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play, 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
On the give is Nwangu.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. These two teams all tied after one.
Showtime, baby.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. The 30. 10.
Oh boy, you ain't got no
5.
feet.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Handoff right side. Nwangu
dances by him. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Nwangu.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On the run is Nwangu. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. On the handoff, this is Dillon.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. To try again after the sack, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off, because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Jackson now rolling to his right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Dobbins running out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about it.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Flushed out right. They'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away to his left.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Throw left side complete. That's Perkins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon.
And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a give running right. Nwangu
dropped at the 35. So able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Nwangu.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket.
He'll get this to Kene Nwangu complete.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Now it's Nwangu.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
They'll look to run with Nwangu.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flush to his right.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for KC.
They'll run with Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, the Chiefs are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Butker's kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Jackson.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And shedding a man at the 40. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now Jackson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. But this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the fourth quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try to make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were